What would a Labour government look like? Since the 2017 general election, the answer to this question has been thought about more and more, and not just by anti-Corbyn pundits, but by people who realise the potential of a left-leaning Labour Party. And that means we need to think about what an immigration system would look like under Corbyn. Let's be clear, however you reform the immigration system, borders will remain violent. Though existing violence can surely be mitigated, policy will still divide people up into those you let in and those who you keep out. Because of that, people on the left should be and are working together to think about how a borderless world is possible in the future, and what economic, social and political changes you'd even have to make to get there and make that world more equal. That project, with all its intricacies, should still be going on. But the reality is, if we get a left-wing Labour government led by Jeremy Corbyn, they will have an immigration system, and what that will look like matters, for migrants, asylum seekers and refugees who are already in the country, and for people who will be trying to get in. But a system that lessens the violence of borders as much as possible or eradicates internal border policies isn't necessarily a guarantee. There are internal feuds over this issue in the party, and these divides can't be mapped onto the left and right. There are people who think immigration issues will be solved by fixing the economy and not dealing with prejudice, and there are others who are willing to give ground in immigration to win votes. There are no easy answers when thinking about an immigration system under Labour, in significant part thanks to decades of bad, racialised, classed and quite frankly unnecessarily complex policy. And anything that is implemented must come with a huge rhetorical shift that challenges anti-migrant tropes. But it could mean reversing some of the existing government's punitive policies, like the hostile environment, which Diane Abbott has suggested they'll do, and bringing back properly funded legal aid. But it should also surely entail an overhaul of a system that makes regularisation difficult if you aren't super rich, and a visa system that can strip people of their rights by tying them to their employer. And at the very least, it could mean taking refugee housing contracts and other immigration services out of the hands of private companies. A progressive immigration system is something of a contradiction, but an alternative to what we've got and what we've had is something the Labour Party could implement, and that could mean real change.